China's counterattack. The downfall of Boeing and the story of Trump's defeat. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than words. And this time, that silence came from China without any official announcement, without a press conference, just a discreet directive that sent shockwaves through America's largest aircraft manufacturer, Boeing. No grand statement, no formal decree, just a quiet move, and billions of dollars in business vanished. This was not an ordinary event, but one of the most serious warnings yet in the ongoing tariff war between the US and China. A move so sharp, it directly challenged Donald Trump's entire trade strategy and left it open to scrutiny and doubt. Today, we'll dive deep into this development. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update from us. Now, without further delay, let's begin today's discussion. The truth is, China issued a directive to all its airlines: no more new aircraft will be purchased from Boeing. It was a precise yet piercing blow, and its impact was immediately visible. Boeing's shares plummeted sharply, investors panicked, and once again, the echoes of the trade war were heard on Wall Street. A Bloomberg report confirmed the news, and only then did the world realize that this wasn't just about business, it was about the balance of power. Boeing is not just a company, it is considered a symbol of America's global dominance. The company employs over 150,000 Americans and is regarded as the backbone of the US economy. But the reality is, Boeing has been struggling over the past few years. Since 2018, the company has suffered losses amounting to $51 billion. And amid all this, China has been one of Boeing's largest international clients. When a customer like China steps away, it signals the beginning of a major crisis for any American company. This decision by China didn't come out of nowhere. Simmering beneath the surface is the escalating tariff war between the US and China. Donald Trump's America First policy has repeatedly challenged China openly. Recently, Trump announced tariffs as high as 145% on Chinese products, and in response, China slapped a 125% tax on American goods. Naturally, when it comes to high-value items like Boeing aircraft, a rise in tariffs means a sharp drop in sales, and that's exactly what happened. This isn't the first time Boeing has faced China's displeasure. Back in 2018 and 2019, following two major accidents, China grounded Boeing's most popular aircraft, the 737 MAX. Even after other countries resumed flights with the aircraft, China withheld approval for an extended period. That was an early sign that Boeing and China's relationship had already soared. But now, this latest move marks a full-blown declaration of trade war. For Boeing, the biggest concern is that real revenue from aircraft sales only materialize once the delivery is completed. In other words, until the plane reaches the customer, no money changes hands. Currently, Boeing has 55 aircraft sitting in inventory, most of them intended for China and India. But after China's recent decision, these aircraft have become liabilities. Storage costs, maintenance expenses, and locked-in capital are now putting serious financial pressure on Boeing. According to Boeing's own projections, China will require around 8,830 new aircraft over the next 20 years. This represents a golden opportunity, potentially a treasure trove, for any aircraft manufacturer. But now, with China distancing itself from Boeing, this entire market appears to be slipping through the company's fingers. This raises another important question: is this merely a business setback or a well-planned strategic, surgical strike? Here, it's important to understand that China never makes decisions in haste. It thinks long-term, analyzes every angle, and then takes action. This makes it clear that targeting Boeing isn't just a business move, it's a calculated strategy to respond to the United States in the very language Donald Trump first used, the language of tariffs. According to a CNN report, Boeing received 122 aircraft orders from China during 2017 and 2018. But in the last 6 years, only 28 orders have come in, most of them for cargo aircraft. This means Boeing has been almost entirely sidelined from the Chinese passenger aircraft market. And that is no small matter. It's a direct hit on America's global stature and, to some extent, a result of Trump's own trade policies. This tariff war isn't just a fight between two countries, it's a test of the global economic order, which until now tried to keep trade and politics separate. But Trump's policies have disrupted that balance. And now, as China responds in the same language, the precision of its counterstrike is hitting America where it hurts. This goes far beyond Boeing. It could impact the entire US supply chain, investment models, and diplomatic relationships. Another serious risk emerging from this situation is the growing crisis of trust in global trade. If companies begin to feel that their markets can be abruptly closed due to political reasons, they may become more cautious with their investment and expansion decisions. Boeing's current situation stands as a living example of this looming threat. It's also important to understand the domestic dynamics within the United States. Industries like Boeing symbolize not just economic strength, but also political power. When such companies begin to falter, the credibility of leaders like Trump is also put at stake. Now, speaking of India, this conflict between China and the US offers a crucial lesson. India must maintain a delicate balance in this trade war. Boeing aircraft were also scheduled for delivery to Indian airlines, but now those airlines may need to reconsider their plans. At the same time, this is also an opportunity for India to promote its domestic aviation industry and take a firm step toward self-reliance. China's recent move has sent a clear message to the world. Every step taken by the US will now be met with an equal response, delivered in the same language. This decision also makes it evident that the coming decade will be dominated by tariff wars, supply chain redesigns, and strategic trade fronts. Countries that fail to keep their strategies flexible and strong will inevitably fall behind. For Donald Trump, this isn't just a commercial blow, it's a political warning. China has made it clear that it will no longer merely respond with words, but with real action. And when it acts, it does so quietly, just one directive, and billions of dollars are lost. This is the very strategy the US has employed for decades, but now China is playing the same game on America's own turf. Boeing's story is the first major casualty in this war, a war not of words, but of tariffs. And it won't be easy for anyone. But the one who will suffer the most is the one who underestimates others. So, will Donald Trump now back down? Will the United States recover from this shock or become even more aggressive? Will China continue to strike one by one at every American product in a similar manner? And the most important question, is the credibility of global trade now on the verge of collapse? The answers to these questions may unfold in the coming weeks and months. But one thing is certain, Boeing's blow has shaken America's strategy to its core. And China has once again shown that it is second to none.
If this video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.